Inside Tennis with the Cause is brought to you by Firkins Automotive. Find it at Firkins. And by Lakewood National. Lakewood National. Golf, tennis, spa, home.
Hi, tennis fans. The Cause here with you for another half hour inside the world of tennis. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Your next vehicle is as close as your fingertips. Log on to Firkins.com and shop hundreds of new and pre-owned vehicles from the convenience of your home or office, 24/7, rain or shine. All makes, all models, something for every budget. Shop Firkins.com for internet specials, trade values, credit approval, a payment calculator, schedule a service appointment. You can even chat with a team member to answer your questions. It's that simple. Log on today. Expect more, save more. Find it at Firkins.com.
Lakewood National Golf Club is the area's newest luxury community. This gated 900-acre wooded enclave features 36 holes of Arnold Palmer-designed golf, 8 Har-Tru lighted tennis courts, a practice court with a self-returning ball machine, dedicated pickleball courts, and 2 Har-Tru bocce ball courts, as well as state-of-the-art fitness center, a luxurious Utopia spa, grand clubhouse, resort-style swimming pool, and homes for every style of living. Built by Lennar, America's leading developer of quality luxury communities. Stop by today for a tour at 17605 Lakewood National Parkway off of State Road 70. Or log on to lakewoodnationalgc.com to learn more about the resort quality lifestyle that awaits you at Lakewood National Golf Club.
You're Inside Tennis with a Cause. Oh, my.
Hi, tennis fans. Terrific as always to be with you. Hope that everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. And now into the excitement of the French Open. Busy times on the Sun Coast and within the Sunshine State. Had a fantastic time at the USTA Freedom Cup at Lakewood National with Janine Dennis. Exciting to be part of the media covering the NCAA Men's and Women's Team Championships at the USTA National Campus in Lake Nona. Congratulations to the University of Florida men's tennis team and their coach, Brian Shelton, reaching the semifinals in the men's team championships. Want to show your support of tennis? Next time you purchase postal stamps, buy the commemorative Slam Champion Maureen Connolly Breaker stamp. Hey, family tennis members, catch the family fun professional tennis action with World Team Tennis. Follow the Orlando Storm with Sunshine State players Madison Keys and Whitney Osugwe. Home matches are July 14th through the 27th. So what's on the show today? Well, we have another great one for you with an inside look at our Sarasota Open played at Laurel Oak. You will get to know Suncoast tennis coach and entertainment tennis instructional video producer Eric Tate. And you will journey up to Squire Creek Country Club in Ruston, Louisiana to spend the weekend with tennis legend Nick Bollettieri and tennis celebrity French Open doubles champion Luke Jensen. You will participate in the excitement of the Lakewood National Tennis Giveaway drawing, and we will keep you tennis educated with our Lakewood National Tennis Tips with Nate Griffin. So let's get it launched with the Sarasota Open Part 1.
Another great year of tennis at the Sarasota Open Cause, the 12th annual, the 3rd annual Elizabeth Moore Sarasota Open, and the 2nd one in a row here at the Laurel Oak Country Club. 48 players in singles, a great series of matches coming down to a very nice final on Easter Sunday.
Elizabeth Moore, year number 3 with the Elizabeth Moore Sarasota Open. Year 2 out here at Laurel Oak. Year 1 was at United Tennis. How sincerely proud are you to give this to the community and have the appreciation they have for your generosity and your efforts and your love of the game?
I'll tell you, the folks here at Laurel Oaks have rolled out the red carpet for this Sarasota Open. And by the way, Tony Driscoll, the tournament director, is a really great manager. And he chose this place, worked out negotiations. The courts couldn't be finer. The ball people, all the volunteers, the food, the hospitality is just first class here. I really hope we keep it here.
You've got a great partnership with Elizabeth Moore, with Firkins. How great is that to form that team, the three of you working, growing the games together?
Absolutely. Elizabeth and Mr. Firkins have been with us for a long time. Can't say how much we appreciate that, and I think the tennis community does as well. They're big supporters of the game, and we couldn't do it without them. So,
Sarasota Open goes Tennis Channel. Big time stuff.
yeah, very fortunate this year. Looks like possibly in the future we can do even more. It's nice to have worldwide exposure for Sarasota. This is, a big tennis community, like we said. IMG here, a lot of players live here, so it's nice to have that.
What does a tournament like this do for the community to grow the game for them, to get their interest stronger into the game?
I think it's awesome for it. A lot of people don't ever get to see this level of tennis up close. I mean, I spoke with several of our members who weren't necessarily just tennis members, but just golf and social that got out to see the tennis, and it inspired them to get out and maybe try to play a little bit. So it's great.
There's no doubt about it. You've got an intimate venue out here. The players talk to the members sit with the players, the members house some of them. What's that like to create a bond between the outside playing world and the inside members world?
I think it's something special that you don't get to experience very often. I think, like I said, our members got really involved with it, and it was special for them to be able to be close, get to know some of these people and get to support them on a daily basis. And seeing the ball kids out there on a daily basis, kids in our junior program who got to be up close and personal with these guys was awesome.
I think the way they laid things out this year, Kaz, has been the best of all. Last year was nice, but you might recall the actual stadium court had its back to us, so to speak. Now it's so wide open with the bleachers facing inward that you can look at all three courts from one vantage point. And I thought the vibe and the energy was very positive this week. People really had a good time here, I think.
Tommy, as a junior, you had a brilliant career. The career was in fast forward. All of a sudden, injury after injury take you off that course. You're back on course. How good does this one feel today?
It feels great. I mean, it was definitely a really good match against Sangren. I played big tennis when I needed to come up clutch, so I was really excited about holding off all those break points and serving well when I needed to.
There's a hum around here saying that you have excellent taste in headwear and hats.
Yeah, that's all you right there, but I'm taking it. It's mine now. I swear, it's good luck.
Well, it's good luck to have you do it for me. Tommy, the Americans did well here. What's that mean to you as one of the stars of tomorrow, the next gen?
I mean, it's great. I love seeing all the Americans do well. I mean, the fact that it was me and tennis in the final, All-American final, 3 out of 4 of the semifinalists for America. It was, I love to see it. We work hard together, we push each other, and we train together a lot. So, I mean, it was a lot of fun.
This one has a little higher tag on it. Along with it is a chance for the French Open. This goes toward the French Open wild card. How much of an incentive is that to keep going the next 2 down the road?
I mean, it's
You're
big.
There?
Yeah, I mean, it's big. I mean, right now I'm in the lead, but there's 2 more tournaments to go. Like, we're not even halfway done. So, gotta get ready for my match on Tuesday.
The tennis is tough. The competition's very stiff always. It's a big challenger event. So every match is difficult. Every match is a challenge. You know that going into it, and so you got to bring the fight every time.
I could have answered that question to myself. What you like about Sarasota? It's that pool. Giant smile when you dive into that thing.
I like the pool. I went in the pool and I got some ice cream, and having a nice spring day.
Team USA, what a way to travel with the players. What's that like for these guys to spend time going out to dinner, practicing with one another, watching the matches, and forming a real bond.
Yeah, I think, great guys, first of all, and I think when they're working together and they're spending time together, they're going to inspire each other, they're going to push each other, and, we've seen that with a few groups that are coming through and how beneficial that is. So that is a key concept of how we're structuring things, and I think it's, starting to really work very well.
Well, already, Sebi, you have played all over the globe, but now you're in hometown Sarasota. What's that like to win a match like this?
Yeah, it's my first Challenger win as well, so it's exciting to win it here at home. My dad's my inspiration, and my mom as well. But yeah, I mean, they're the reason I got into tennis, and today was a really good day, so I'm really happy about it.
It's a big win, and it's good to have a first win, under your belt at home. It's always playing in front of the home, it's crowd it's difficult. I have that experience from my past, but I'm very pleased. He played well, he fought hard, and especially what is standing for me out of this match. How he handled those four set points down. He was it was very good points, and just happy. He has another opportunity tomorrow to play another match.
Well, without doubt, a major win out here at the Sarasota Open today with the Korda family in attendance. But before we get to that, let's talk about a major walking down the aisle for Jimmy Arias.
Well, I guess I didn't really walk down the aisle. I did with my daughter, but I gave my daughter away. Thank you for mentioning. And I really enjoyed the moment that I had with her. She was so scared and nervous. And
you had to loosen her up, I understand.
Yes. So as we were walking down, I turned to her and sort of whispered, "Hey, if you want to run, you got 30 seconds left or so. I'll go with you." And she started laughing, and then it was all good.
All right, it was all good today for Sebi Korda. Great win, representing IMG, representing the greater Sarasota Suncoast. How good is this kid?
Well, he's got some excellent attributes, and one of them is his backhand is absolute money. It's beautiful. His balance is great. He's got to work a little bit still on serve and forehand. Those two shots, they held up pretty well today. But that's what has to keep getting better for him to get to that next level, and I think he's going to keep working on it. He's a good kid, and he's a good competitor.
I think the best thing about this tournament is the players are so accessible. You can be around the grounds and all of a sudden bump into Peter Korda, who won a major, #2 in the world. And you can just suddenly start talking to him, asking him about some of the matches you remember.
They didn't give you a wild card to get in. You earned it. You won the pre-qualifier. That's one tournament. You won the qualifier. That wasn't enough. You had a playoff to get in. So you had 3 tests to see if you earned that wild card, and you did. I spoke to 2 of your coaches today, Juan and, of course, Jimmy Arias, a friend of mine. How cool is it to have those guys in your corner at IMG?
Oh, no words to describe it. Jimmy, he's such a legend. Working with us now. Juan Mateus, my coach since 3 years now. So, don't know how to say it, but they're everything for me. So I'm very glad and very happy that I'm at SAR right now, and the support they give me is just unbelievable.
You know this place. You're familiar with Sarasota. You just moved away 3 or 4 months ago. You trained at IMG. What do you like about being back here playing where many of your friends are out to watch you play today?
You can't beat the weather, the people, just the lifestyle. I miss it. I moved down here, and every day, I come back here and I start missing it all over again. I love Charlottesville. I can't complain. That's my second home, but Sarasota will always have a special place in my heart. I love it.
I've never been here in Sarasota. This is a fantastic place. I was very surprised because the area is fantastic. The club is fantastic. The core are unbelievable good. And yeah, I very like here to stay here.
What are you enjoying about this Sarasota Open?
Well, first, I got to say the weather, of course. Being a meteorologist, always enjoying the sunshine and temperatures that are reasonable, so that's great. Obviously, all the players being out here, it's awesome to be 20, 30 feet away from some of the best in the world. And having the opportunity to see them just walking around, which is just kind of like, surreal for a tennis fan like myself and for you as well, I'm sure, to watch that. So that's some of the best things, I think.
Closing day out here at the Elizabeth Moore Sarasota Open. Looking back, fondest memories of 2019 for you, Ty?
I think for us, obviously the weather was perfect all week. We had that one day of rain and some wind, but it was beautiful weather. Our members got out and supported the event again this year. All I heard was good feedback from the community, people getting out and just being able to experience Laurel Oak and the Sarasota Open tennis, and it's just exciting to have that vibe around here at the club.
Your next vehicle is as close as your fingertips. Log on to Firkins.com and shop hundreds of new and pre-owned vehicles from the convenience of your home or office, 24/7, rain or shine. All makes, all models, something for every budget. Shop Firkins.com for internet specials, trade values, credit approval, a payment calculator, schedule a service appointment. You can even chat with a team member to answer your questions. It's that simple. Log on today. Expect more, save more. Find it at Firkins.com.
Hi, I'm Robbie Ginepri, and you're Inside Tennis with the Cause.
Hey, tennis fans, thanks for staying with us. Hope that you enjoy the remainder of the show with our Squire Creek Country Club visit with Nick Bollettieri and Luke Jensen, and getting to know tennis coach and comedic tennis video producer Eric Tate. Scott Smith, your stock has gone up. When you bring Bollettieri to town, Luke Jensen, all these members were asking, he knows everybody. He can get anybody here. How cool was it to bring Nick here and Luke here?
Oh, it was great, but as you know, we've brought Luke in numerous times at other clubs. Nick's been at other clubs. They're generous with their time, and they always do a fabulous job, and they're always welcome here, just as you are.
Well, thank you, and I always take you up on that invitation. The kids were out here with smiles galore, with head shakes, yes, we like it, and the remarks were incredible. How good of a feeling was that to share Nick Bollettieri and Luke with these kids?
Well, it's been great. One of my goals here is to increase the junior program, really just get them involved in tennis, and I think today's just going to be a big boost. I mean, I really think that they see what they can accomplish, they see the pros and these guys, and I just think it's going to be a big boost for tennis at the club.
He helps us with our technique a lot. He helps me with my backhands, and he does like small changes that fortunately make a big change in the future for me.
Well, I think it's cool. He really knows what he's talking about, and he's showing us what we're doing wrong.
I wanted to know why you wanted to get on court with Jensen and risk your reputation. But you win the tiebreak, deciding match tiebreak. How much fun was it?
It was fun. I don't know if Luke was playing 100%, but anyway, it was a good event, and it was fun to play some good doubles. I play singles mostly. I don't even get a chance to play doubles much. But
you're back on the singles tour, I know. USTA, national seniors, that kind of stuff.
I'm back in the 55 and over division, so I play 2 or 3 times a week, and but it was good to play some doubles, and especially with the former French Open doubles champion, Luke Jensen.
We know how much pride you take in this, but Rhonda was right behind you, smiling with everything that was going on today.
Well, Rhonda's always a big supporter. Rhonda and I have been together for 30 years, so she's always involved in one way or another behind the scenes.
You give them such a message well beyond the lines of the tennis court.
You can feel the passion, love, and excitement of people that want to get a little better. So today, we work with the children. And to me, there's no greater satisfaction than a child going home and say, Mom and Dad had a great time. I want to go back today. Our host, Scott, fantastic guy, because he has passion. And having all the celebrities here today, some of my old-time coaches came here today to help me. And you know what? that makes me feel darn good, because they said, Nick, you made it possible for me to be where I am today. And the main objective of working with the kids and the messages that I gave them today is, yes, tennis is important, but doing everything that you can do in life is more important. And I hope to be able to come back again. And of course, this man here is like a cockroach. He's all over the place. But DeCars is a great guy, and he has passion to do a super job to show the people exactly what went on this weekend. Thank you, everybody.
Just a thrill to be with him. He was a huge part of our family, having so much success throughout tennis. Juniors, college, pros, always there at every moment. Anytime we needed something, and we weren't some of his better players. Of course, you think of his world number ones, his Hall of Famers and things like that. But I really look at him as almost part of the family, a father figure for us, because he never asked for anything. He was just always there, 100% support. He's a living legend.
I like how he's teaching us some techniques and how to tweak what we're already learning and how to do better in what we do. And when we do something wrong, he helps us out and he tells us what to do so we can do better.
Nick Bollettieri, a clinic, what's that like?
It's amazing. The wealth of knowledge that he has is just invaluable. His experience, it's crazy to just hear from him. Just any kind of tips he gives us is amazing.
It's been very motivating to receive the instruction from him and be out here with some of the other coaches also.
It has been quite an interesting morning. I'm learning a lot. Technique, form, placement of the ball. Yeah, lots of good stuff.
He only made a couple of small changes, but those small changes were huge.
He can just see the littlest things, and one little change makes all the difference.
It doesn't matter what age you're at, you can still learn something.
A lot of good instruction, a lot of great tips, and it didn't cost us $900 an hour. That was sweet.
Kind of a dream come true to have Nick come here. I know when I was a kid, I used to have Tennis Magazine, and I would have the Nick Bollettieri Tennis Academy, and I'd ask my mom, can I move to Florida to go play? And she, of course, said no, but here we are 40 years or 30 years later, getting a chance to play with Nick and everybody. It's been a blast. So,
I'll tell you what these guys are saying. They have never seen a membership more enthusiastic about the game.
Yeah, they are. I've been here 9 months now, and I've tried to create some excitement, and they're buying in. So it's a challenge to me now to try to figure out what to do next.
I think around age 12, 13, I really got the bug. I had started earlier than that, but it was around that age that it really took over. And I say took over because it became an obsession. I don't know if it was an obsession or a mental illness at that point. I think a lot of tennis players can relate to that. I had tennis posters of all the grades covering every inch of the walls of my bedroom. I had a tennis ball on the doorknob to open it. And yes, I did become quite eccentric and studying the top players. I would stop and freeze frame what Lendl's forehand was doing, then Agassi, Sampras, try and break it down and figure it out for myself and compare that with what coaches were telling me. The game was changing so much, coming from the 60s, 70s, Eastern swings, continental grips, and in the 90s the game changed. In the early 2000s the game changed, especially on the forehand and the way people constructed points, court surfaces, then strings.
Your lifestyle of traveling, because your dad was with Dal and they were traveling and placing him all over the globe. Looking back, what gifts did you get from that?
From the travels? Well, that was between age 8 and 12, and that was an incredible experience. My mom is Italian, so we got to visit with our relatives in Italy. We traveled all around Germany, Austria, France, Switzerland, of course, and I don't think we stayed home one weekend. It was an amazing time.
You have some God-given gifts. You're talented as an actor. You have a background in producing, directing, filming. You're on stage. Now you want to put it together, and I love the title, Whatever It Takes, this guy is going to do and give you. So tell us about this venture, Whatever It Takes.
Okay, so they got a taste of the tennis background, a little bit of that. When I got into my 20s and 30s, another part of myself started to resurface, and that was the creative side. I got into TOASTMASTERS, doing public speaking, then I took an improv acting class. So I got into filmmaking, and little by little, the tennis side of me and the creative side of me started to merge. And fast forward to where we are now, I have a show. It's a scripted comedy about a seemingly ordinary tennis coach who uses extreme methods to help his students have breakthroughs. The idea is for people to laugh, to be entertained, and to learn something at the same time.
Sounds like a hook to me. Someone got you further hooked into the game. And as our friend, our Sarasota friend, a brilliant guy. He taught at Annapolis. He taught at West Point. He's a biochemist. And he sang at the U.S. Open, opera-like production. Bruce Wright. You hung around with him. Not many guys have the opportunity to do that.
I actually, in 1994, read an article in World Tennis Magazine about a man who had studied all the top tennis serves through history, and I had to meet this guy. So I finally found him through the operator. This is, the pre-cell phone days. And he answered 2 weeks later. I was here sleeping in my car. I had $200 in my pocket. I slept in my car on Siesta Key, and we started doing sessions. And then my path opened up in different ways, but I got a chance to know him, and he was a very studious, curious, passionate human being.
Eric, we are looking forward to sharing whatever it takes. Thanks, Eric.
That sounds good. Thank you, Kaz. I appreciate it.
The tennis court is not a place for slothfulness. It's a place for fire!
Hey, it's time for our Lakewood National Tennis Giveaway drawing, which includes 3 clinics with Nate Griffin and the staff, plus a 1-hour private training session with the Kaz. Let's see who the lucky person is going to be. David Brumby. David, we will be in touch. You know I'm looking for a national champ, and it could be you. Stop by the Lakewood National Information and Sales Center at 5518 Palmer Circle at Lakewood National to register. Hey kids, want to have some fun this summer? Join us at the Lakewood National Summer Camps, which includes tennis, golf, swimming. Call us at 941-777-7014. Look forward to seeing you.
Hi, I'm Nate Griffin, Director of Racket Sports at Lakewood National Golf Club here in sunny Bradenton, Florida. And I have a tip for you today that you can do when you're not on the tennis court, in your living room or in your kitchen, waiting for your opponent to come. You have a chance to work on your hands and your volley skills. So the first progression is very easy. It's up and down this way, forehand, backhand. But then as you get a little more progressed, you move side to side, and then once you get a feel for that, you're going to start trying to put a little backspin on the ball. So we try to go side to side with the racket motion and try to follow the ball. It might be easier than it looks, but go ahead, you give it a try at home, and I think it'll improve your volleys and improve your game.
Tennis fans, great to have you with us on Inside Tennis with the Kaz. We love our sponsors, and you will too. Stop by and see them. But until then, remember, in tennis scoring, love means nothing, but love of the game means everything. Keep alive your love of the game. Love you, tennis fans, and we'll see you right here every Saturday, 12:30 on SNN.
Inside Tennis with the Kaz has been brought to you by Firkins Automotive. Find it at Firkins. And by Lakewood National. Lakewood National. Golf, tennis, spa, home.